It's time for us to upgrade our multi-tool and to finally grow some teeth so that we don't need to be afraid of all the sentinels and monsters running around in No Man's Sky. You don't need your build or weapon to be as damaging as this one is going to be. It's just going to be an example. This can obviously be taken way higher, especially if you find one of like the science weapons or alien weapons that have like crazy boosts. Either way, I'm sorry that this has everything already installed. I was going to do this from like base, but I had a recording issue, and this is where we're going to be starting from now. Either way, you're going to want to call up the Nexus. We're going to go inside so I can show you guys where you get the research from to starting installing new stuff into your multi-tool. And once we've landed, we're going to make our way to the familiar place of right at the back of the anomaly. I promise I'm not going to call it a Nexus again in this video. So as we get to the back, we'll have a merchant that we can buy all of the different technology upgrades. So we've got two different things that we can install on our multi-tool. One is the actual physical technology upgrades, and then we have the upgrade modules, which we'll get from the space stations in general. You can get them other places, but for now, being as we are quite early on in the game, this is where we're going to get our basic setup from. So you're going to come over to Mr. Multi-Tool Research here, and you're going to go ahead and spend some nanites. I think I spent around 2,000. I don't think it was much more than that. I just got the pulse splitter, and I got the scatter blaster stuff. We're going to have all of this installed on the weapon. You guys can get as many of these as you want. You can probably realistically fit maybe even 3 or 4 of these, especially if you have, so like I'm going to be doing here. So I have my weapon multi-tool. So this has the basic mining beam on it because I can't take it off. The scanner because I like to have a scanner. We'll probably even end up taking this off because I don't really use it. And then on my other multi-tool, which I haven't replaced, okay, we have just the original one for now, but we'll have just a pistol version, and that's going to have all of my mining stuff on it. So that's just how I like to structure things. You guys can structure things very differently if you want to. I think we can hold like 6 multi-tools, so it really doesn't hurt anything if we do that. And then what you'll have is you'll be able to install these as technological upgrades to the specific weapon. Now in this case then, so you can see that I've left a gap here. That's because this pulse splitter is going to have some upgrade modules around it, and we've already got a couple on this one because I'd already started the video and I realized the previous recording was wrong. The reason we've left a gap, and this will probably end up shifting over one like this, is because see this main pulse splitter here. If I move this away, we should see that the damage will change. So 5802, oh no, it's not really showing me. I guess it's because it's showing it on this, but I can show you this side. You can see that if you bring the modules close to the actual technology that they assist, you'll get an adjacency bonus. So this is what we want to take advantage of as much as possible, right? Because this is what's going to affect how much damage we do. I guess it's just showing the highest because that's the scatter blaster. I guess I hadn't checked all of this before. But that's how we want to do things, okay? So you want to have all your pulse splitter stuff in one set, and then all of our scatter blaster stuff in another set, or whichever other weapons you have on yours. So this is probably going to take up this kind of area here. This could probably come over one, and maybe you can squeeze some extra little bits on this side if you wanted to. But I'm going to keep it like this. It's nice and spacious. And if I want an extra battle rifle with some different weapons on it, that's what I'll do, because it's just not that difficult to do. So once we've got all of our modules, what I recommend doing is going to the space station so that you can go shopping for all of the materials that you'll need. So for the things that I have, here's an approximation of what you'll need. You need 200 deuterium. I'm going to show you guys how to make that in this video, just in case you guys do want to install the I can't remember what the weapon's called now that I put on here. The pulse splitter. You're going to need 2 ion batteries, 200 pugnium, 4 hermetic seals, 6 wire aluminum, 200 phosphorus, 2 solar mirrors, a quantum computer, and magnetic resonator. I know I said all that really fast, but what I do is, and I'm going to advise you guys do the same, is I basically just get them all on here like this ready, and then I get a piece of pen and paper and I write down what I need, and then I go shopping for it. So I just go into here so that we can go shopping for everything that we need. I'm going to do a video on how we get lots of dihydrogen without having to go and farm the crystals soon. In fact, I'm going to do it directly after this video because then it's convenient. Let's get this done. So we're going to head in here, and all I do is I wait in this hangar bit here, and I just pester all of the pilots that come in, because we can purchase everything that I just said from them, apart from the 200 deuterium that we need to install the pulse splitter itself. So hang around in here, go ahead and purchase all the materials that you need for your weapons, and now we're going to show how to make the deuterium. Okay then, so to make the dioritium, you're going to need to come to a base. So I've come to our money shed for those following the series. And all we need to do is come into the refiner here. We need to put in some dihydrogen. Don't need to put too much in. And we need to put in some tritium. Again, not too much. Get that working. We need 200 of this, if I remember rightly. I've obviously already installed mine, so we don't need to make even more. For those that kind of don't have very much dihydride, there is a fairly fun trick. I was going to save it for the next video. It's still going to be the next video, but just to kind of show you guys, if you want to get some of this quickly because you don't have very much. What you want to do is you want to make yourself some dihydrogen jelly, right? So you can see here, this is going to take... It's going to take 520 to make that, right? Let's put that actual 13 in, otherwise this is going to look a bit weird. Okay, when we come into here, 520, right? If I put 13 in. Where are we? Where's my dihydrogen jelly? 520 is going to put out 500. Oh, it's because I let me put 10 in. But then we put the other 3 in. I was confused for a second there. We put the other 3 in to make that into 650. Okay, so we have a quick way if you just need a little bit extra dihydrogen. That way we don't have to keep on going out into the wilds to find even more. So we've got all of the base technology. I have not got my battle rifle on, 1 second. So we've got all of our basic technology in. So now how do we go about finding the upgrade modules so that we can get some more damage out of this? And the way we do that base is basically how we found the S-Class how we found the S-Class multi-tool in the first place. Now the good thing about this is we can actually reset them. So let's go to, so long as it's a 3-star economy, which you can see here, this one's flourishing. So we'll go there and we'll go and speak to our weapons merchant over here. I think that's what it's called. Technology merchant, apparently, for the multi-tool. How passive of a way. And all we need to do, we come down to the bottom, we can see here, look, we have S-Class Scatter Blaster, S-Class Scanner Module, so if you wanted to have a better scanner, maybe we'll take that for the multi-tool. And we can take those. Now, there's a random element to this, so, for example, if I come over to my exo-suit now and roll this, right, so we've got a Scatter Blaster Module, we'll roll this, and we'll see, we put it in, it gives 2% damage, plus 8 to the clip size, minus 16% to burst cooldown, and 15% fire rate. This one here gives plus 1 shots per burst, which is probably way better than the clip size. 2% damage, 2% damage. We're all giving 2% damage, which is cool. So I can move this over here. This will probably give you a bigger boost. Over here should be an even bigger boost. Yeah, so you can put it here like this, all around the Scatter Blaster. Now, you can decide if you want... So if you want to keep it, what you want to do, you want to come down to your ship here. It's a rather nice looking yellow ship. Oh, the fin. I hate it when the fin overhangs. It's the only bad thing. It probably does on mine, but I did promise we'd take the first S-Class. That's why we're using this one. And then all we need to do is reload. I don't know why I ran out those stairs. We reload, and that will restock the shop. Completely lost my train of thought. Hopefully this doesn't seem too jarring, but basically we've reloaded, and now when we go back to the merchant, we should have another S-Class of the same type available. So we can purchase this again. Now the good thing about this is it means we can purchase it, we can roll it, and then if you don't like the one you get, so let's say we do this one, look, and I'm going to put it in. Obviously we can't have 4 in because it doesn't trigger properly. 2%, 8% clip size. We've got some fire rate, shots per burst. That's a nice one actually. We like that one. So I'm going to swap that in for, because fire rate's good, relay time's good, damage good, clip size, fire rate 15%. So it's going to be between those two. Burst cooldown. Let's get rid of that one. Don't feel like that's going to be amazing. And we can have that in, but if you don't like it, from this position right now, you could reload right now, or if you do like it and you decide you want to get another one from here, you can go ahead and just use the ship to keep on re-rolling the shop so that you can get the mods that you want. So I'm going to do this for both of my weapons here, so that as we carry on, we'll have some significant damage. In fact, the total damage potential out of my scatter shot now is looking pretty obscene, and I'm liking it. That's good. So, hopefully that helps you guys out. Hopefully that shows you how to upgrade the weapons on your multi-tool. I don't think doing this will improve it any. 67, 88, 67. Yeah, so you want to be on all of the sides of this, look. So like if I move that there, that's a significant drop. And we can't do this anywhere else. There are some kind of different ways you can do things on things like your exo-suit and your ship, because you can install mods both on the technology tree and on the general tab, and they don't overlap with each other. So where we can only have 3 of these mods here for the Scatter Blaster, the equivalent type of mod you can have 3 of on the technology tab and then 3 of on the general tab, but that is going to take up a lot of your storage, so you'll want to do a lot of ship scrapping or making sure you've got loads of space in your inventory for that. I like to have a clear inventory, so I think I'm going to keep most of mine in here. But either way, that is going to be the end of this video, and I'll see you all again soon.